What is up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today we're talking about the Sony FX30. Man, I'm freaking excited about this camera and it being out. And the big question is, am I getting it? Are you getting it? Let's talk about it. Alright guys, so man, we got the FX30. I made a prediction video about this camera. That's going to be linked right here and also in the description down below, so you can watch it after that you watch this video. Make sure that you subscribe and hit the like button if you do like this content. I make content about video cameras and YouTube and learning YouTube. So let's get into this camera. So, you know, it's the same body as the Sony FX3. I really do appreciate that. I really have enjoyed the Sony FX3 and the thick grip that it's got. It fits well in my hand. I have some big hands, or I think they're big hands, and it just works out well. I love the way it feels. It feels like a professional body, and I'm glad that they kept that body for the APS-C sensor, so we can still have that professional feel. You know, they are calling this a cinema camera, but that leads me to my next thing, and that is that in my prediction video, I talked about Sony, please give us cinema camera qualities. Now, they did give us the update in this video camera, the new Cine IE or EI. I can't even remember which way the I and the E goes, so you can laugh at me in the comments if you want. We got availability to put LUTs into this camera. I mean, all the new update that the Sony FX3 got is also in the FX30. Now, like I was saying, this is an APS-C camera. We got 26 megapixels and we got 6K oversampling. I'm super excited about that. You know, the late 6000 series cameras had it. The Sony A7 III camera had it. And I believe they should have stuck with that in the Sony A7 IV, and maybe that camera would have not had so much rolling shutter and also not have to have a crop in 4K 60. I think that would have made a lot more sense. And while we're talking about the Sony A7 IV, let's talk about what the Sony FX30 did get from the Sony A7 IV, and that would be the internet connection. My understanding, Sony A7 IV and the FX30, you just plug and play and you can go live straight from the camera. I think that's a pretty awesome aspect of the camera, a pretty cool spec. I wish my FX3 did that. So we got focus breathing compensation, if I'm saying that correctly. I'll show it on the screen right here what that looks like. Basically, a lot of the G Master lenses, they focus breathe a lot, especially like your 35 1.4. I believe I've heard Gerald Undone talk about that a lot. If so, I'll play it right here. You know, a lot of those G Master lenses focus breathe a lot, and also I believe that works with a few other lenses other than G Master lenses, and I think it's either on Sony's website or in the camera. Obviously, I'm pretty sure it's in the camera of which lenses do and do not work. I really do like the 6K oversampling. Like I was saying, the 6K oversampling allows you to re-crop or reset your composition. Sorry for hitting the mic. Reset your composition. Say like you in post want to use artificial look as if like you got a camera slider, but you don't have a camera slider, you're using post, zoom in and kind of slide to the right. That's definitely going to help. Having that much more resolution is definitely going to help with those types of situations. Sometimes, even when I'm recording in 4K, the Sony FX3 has a problem with that, and the footage starts getting muddy and it just don't look as good. So moving right along, also the Sony FX30, I've seen I can't remember his name. I'm gonna put it right here. He lives out in LA. I really love this guy's channel, and you know, he compared the FX30 to the FX3, the best in my opinion. They were shooting a 240SX, a Nissan 240SX, which was beautiful, and you know, they were comparing the cameras and what it looks like, being able to match them together. And from what I see, you can match them pretty well. In those samples that I'm playing on the screen right now, you can see that the Sony FX30 does struggle in some of the low light conditions, and there's a little bit more noise in the shadows. All right, moving right along. So like I was saying, the comparisons that this guy did, was amazing. I really loved him. So go check out his channel. I'm gonna put that link right here and also leave it in the description. There will also be a link for Gerald Undone's video because he really breaks the camera down really well. And the reason I'm bringing him up now is because I've seen some people say that it has rolling shutter or it doesn't have rolling shutter. And from what I've seen from Gerald Undone's video, it does have better rolling shutter than the Sony a7 IV, but there's a slight little bit of rolling shutter there. Nothing really crazy. I wouldn't worry about it too much, especially like someone like me that does YouTube. And that's what I feel like this camera is really going to be for someone that wants that cinema quality footage and camera, but doesn't want to spend or can't spend $4,000. Then Sony has closed that gap up for creators, especially coming out with their latest, was it 2 prime lenses, the 11 and the 15, and then you got the 10 to 20 millimeter zoom. And the good thing about the Sony FX30 and the FX3, you can use the little trigger button on top, they call it a rocker, to be able to use that lens, the 10 to 20 millimeter f4 new APS-C lens. You'll be able to use that rocker to zoom in, and also on the new full frame 16 millimeter to 35 millimeter lens, which I plan on getting, don't tell the wife, that you can use that rocker to also use those motors in those lenses to zoom in, and that's just great. But like I was saying, this is a great camera for somebody that is like wanting to step up from their 6000 series, their 6600, 6400, and is ready to really have that cinema quality. One thing when I was shooting with a 6000 series camera, I had the 6400, 6600, was that 10-bit codecs. And you know, some creators tell you that that really doesn't make that big of a difference. I've heard some people say that, and it really does, guys. There's so much more information in the image when you have a 10-bit codecs. My color grading ability got better when I had more colors to play with, when there was more information in the footage. So with that being said, the Sony FX30 gets all of the same codecs that the Sony FX3 has. That 10-bit codecs, it gets it all, and that's great. So basically it really is a baby brother to the Sony FX3, guys. And it's going to be great to have it as a C cam, as a B cam, like I'm going to. I'd like to have this set up right here, and then like a side angle right here, and then hell, maybe have like a A6100 as like a top-down view. That would be great. That would be like the ideal setup for me. Also, I really think I'm going to get this camera because the XLR mic that you can get with it for an extra like $200 or $300 or whatever it is because mine, within like just a couple of weeks, I broke mine. I was able to fix it, even like the copper, like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm gonna call it wires, but it's not wires. The copper stuff like came apart and everything. It was a disaster. I was so upset. I mean, I just had bought the camera, but I was able to fix it, but it is a little bit of finicky. And like right now I'm having to use this mic that's not fucking plugged up. I'm having to use this mic right here that is a 3.5 millimeter jack plug up instead of using my XLR handle and using that XLR mic, and that kind of sucks. So I want to get the Sony FX30 for my B cam, like I said, and be able to use that top handle, and I'll probably end up using it on the FX3 and then getting another one to put back on the FX30. Now, I have a friend of mine, his named Brian. We became friends over YouTube. He's like a YouTube friend, and he made a great video. I'm gonna link that right here, and he talks about how he's gonna pass this camera up. And I bring that up to talk about how me and him was talking about that. And I even said in the conversation with him that I was thinking about passing this camera up. But after really thinking about it, and I'm still going to ponder on it for a little while because I don't have the money for it right this second, I did kind of tell him that I was going to pass up on it because I've been really looking at those Fuji cameras, and that's because I've been really thinking about taking more pictures and having those filmic looks in the Fuji cameras I really want to play with. And then also, you know, they hit the nail on the coffin. They got better autofocus now, and they got one thing that really excites me about the Fuji new cameras is that you can shoot B-roll. I would love to be able to play with B-roll with autofocus. I mean, I think that would be pretty awesome. If you didn't know, you can also do that on the Panasonic S5 and most of the S1 series, I believe. Anyways, back to the Sony FX30. I apologize for jumping around like that. I'm kind of in a rush. I got to get to work. We did get 120 in this camera also, but it does come with the extra 1.6 crop, guys. So you have your regular 1.5 times crop compared to full frame, and then it crops in again another 1.6. So what that means is really, like, if you got a 24 millimeter, it turns it into like a 36.7 or something like that when you're shooting 120. Also with 120, guys, you cannot use active stabilization. And let me break this down to you the best that I possibly can. We're getting a 6K sensor that's downsampled to 4K, but when it goes into 120, it's getting a 1-to-1 readout of 4K. So it cannot use the active stabilization because it punches in 1 by 1. Now, like I said, you're gonna have to go check out Gerald Undone's video down in the description to really understand what that means. But yeah, at least we got 120, guys. The rest of it looks great. Everything that I've seen, all the B-roll, this camera is freaking amazing, guys, and I think I really do want it. It's probably going to be after Christmas, you know, because I got to get the kids their stuff first and then get my second camera. I'm really working on building a production company. I'm only doing photos right now. We're doing real estate photos, but I'm hoping to move over to video for real estate companies, and then drone footage and drone insurance jobs for people like contractors and insurance companies and things like that. That's my future, so I want a second camera that I can use in my production. Yeah, and another thing, it does have another spec from the Sony a7 IV, and I'll put that right here on the screen and show some B-roll of that. I don't forgot what it's called. Focus mapping, I think is what it is. Anyways, you're seeing it right now on the screen. And last but not least, the last thing that I want to talk about is Sony, I'm still pretty upset with you. You did not put a lot of cinema camera qualities in this camera or in the FX3. Waveforms, DCI, 4K. What else am I missing? It would be great, like I mentioned in my prediction video, to have the ability to shoot ProRes in camera, not ProRes RAW, because I know we can do that through HDMI and recording on a Ninja, which is great, and I'm glad and shocked that they put that in the FX30, guys. I'm really glad that they did that, but I was also shocked on it. But like I was saying, I wish they would have put more cinema camera qualities in this camera and put it in this camera that I got right here, the FX3. Guys, thank you for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. I apologize if the audio's a little bit bouncy off the walls, because halfway through the video I realized that this mic wasn't on, so I'm going to have to use the audio from the iPhone 14 Pro Max, and be looking for a video coming on that soon. I'm going to be getting out and about to a car show called Cruising the Coast this weekend and all through next week, and that's when I'm going to do my review on the iPhone 14 Pro Max. There's going to be thousands and thousands of old muscle cars, so if you're into that, guys, and into cameras and thinking about getting the iPhone 14 Pro or Pro Max, any of them, stay tuned for that video. Guys, if you like this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button. That helps our creator so much. Also, if you comment and hit that subscribe button, guys. There's a lot of you that watch my video that are not subscribed. And I feel like I'm getting better at this and growing and, you know, getting better at my craft. And I feel like it's worth your time to hang out and start watching me grow some more. So hit that damn subscribe button for me. Thank you, guys. I hope that you have a blessed day. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.